It's like nobody cares. And they just keep coming, crossing the border with their dirty families, playing their stupid music. I mean, look at them. I'll bet not one of them is here legally.
All right, guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's going on, friend? Hey, buddy. Another moose head, eh?
Conservatives have been disgusting for years, which is why I don't give a about anybody that winds up at any of these rallies and gets shot or whatever the okay? Because they had no problem making fun of Paul Pelosi. The entire world would be better off if these people were permanently removed from these platforms.
We should have put up a damn wall.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and popular leftist streamer and debater Destiny, who has said obviously some heinous things about Trump supporters, including that Corey Compertor deserved what happened to him that day in Pennsylvania. Looks like if you just give things enough time, these leftoids always seem to prove you right about them. He is now facing what is likely to be criminal charges for being a total degenerate. And those involved, you know, this has been brewing for a while. I hadn't reported on it because the women involved, I didn't want to bring them extra heat. But now one of the women has come forward and started crowdfunding money off of it. So I say that's fair game. I don't like Destiny. I think he's very good at debating. You know, you cannot like somebody and admit that they have skill in one thing. But he's also very disingenuous and has seen a pretty tumultuous career. And this is a guy who has a teenage son who's out here on the internet doing these things. Not a great role model. Probably should have used a VPN when he was using things. So before we get into everything, as I'm sure this video is going to get dinged, a quick word from Private Internet Access. Shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, if you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored. Now, many of you might know Destiny from many viral clips, and he's probably got a different kind of virus too, but many viral clips on the internet of him debating people. And again, like I said, he can be pretty good at that. I don't think he is honest, but he is good at what he does. Well, it turns out now there's been a police report filed against him because he has leaked without their permission certain videos. You know, the type of videos that I might be talking about. In fact, the claim is that he filmed several women, some with, some without their consent. And on top of that, distributed those videos, which is a crime. That is revenge porn. And now these videos, of course, have made their way to the internet. If you want to look for them, they're out there. Obviously, I don't think you should, especially because these women were not involved. You know, these women were not willing participants.
Cherry just said she filed her police case, and that's what I can tell you guys. So she filed her police case.
So allegedly, there are multiple people. Now, I will share Destiny's, you know, as much as I dislike him, he has shared a statement, and you're innocent until proven guilty, although the videos exist. I mean, you can find them. So one of the women who goes by the name of Pixie has now started crowdfunding off of this, which always makes me think that they're a real victim, but that's neither here nor there. Generally, when somebody rushes to raise a bunch of money, I always say, hey, you better file a police report. So at least this individual has filed a police report. So this streamer and YouTuber has raised nearly $30,000 to sue Destiny. Incidentally, on the same day, a police report was supposedly filed against Steven by the content creator Cherry for sharing spicy audio recordings without her knowledge or consent. So that's two different people. It's been a few days since Pixie revealed that she would be suing Destiny. In one of her most recent posts on X, she reacted to a Twitch streamer, Central Committee, don't know, don't care, announcing that the fundraiser for a lawsuit had reached $30,000, saying, thanks guys so much. Shout out for using Give, Send, Go, by the way. I'm so incredibly grateful. Every time I see this amount of money or support behind me, I cry a little bit. Now, the question will be if she goes forward with the lawsuit. Lawsuits are very expensive. I've only been involved in one, thankfully, and they're expensive even when you win them. So it sounds like $30,000 is a lot of money, but it really isn't. Pixie has claimed that she is not suing Destiny for personal profit and insinuated that he had not tried to contact her to make things right. On January 20th, she posted about her plans to sue after accusing the political streamer of sharing spicy images featuring herself to others online. On the same day, Steven responded by denying that he had knowingly shared any sensitive information and claimed certain things had been leaked without his knowledge. Well, I've seen screenshots that seem to contradict that. The streamer also revealed that he had floated the idea of monetary compensation for the damages he had inadvertently caused due to the supposed leak. Hours before she thanked her supporters for donations, Pixie had posted a set of screenshots on X saying that she was not suing for personal profit. She also claimed that Steven had, in fact, not tried to make things right. As mentioned, another streamer named Don't Really Care also came forward and accused Steven of sharing intimate audio recordings that was allegedly recorded without her consent. At the time, she had mentioned that she would be filing a police report about the incident, which allegedly was done on January 23rd. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I have not seen any evidence. You see, he's also, I guess, going after Kiwi Farms. So he filmed a girl that he hooked up with, no consent, which I'm not shocked about. Leaks the audio. She files a police report. He's screwed. Essentially, this is a major crime, and it sounds like it's happened multiple times. You also look at, Destiny as a kid, his kid's online, watching these leaks and integrated with his community. If Destiny can allegedly name 20 other streamers who belong on the very same offender registry list, it says a great deal about him as well as the company he keeps. I have dropped multi-decade found family relationships over this kind of behavior. I've dropped entire social circles. Destiny now says that he's going to take 20 other streamers down with him. Apparently, yes, when you commit this crime, you go on the list. So he's claiming that he's going to take 20 other streamers down with him. I hope he does. So his official statement is legal arc beginning in mysterious ways such, wow. Sometime in November, extremely sensitive and personal information of mine was leaked. This affected not only me, but many other people in my life. I want to be clear, this leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. I never had any intention for any of these images to be published, but he did share these images, and there's evidence of that, which means he's losing this lawsuit. You can see here, Pixie shares. Destiny says, yeah, I know I looked into it for obvious reasons, just to be sure. I don't really care much about the legal side of it or whatever. Obviously, I have severely or at the least psychologically damaged her, covering therapy or whatever at a minimum, and I have no problem helping out, sending her money for anything as a form of reparation. I just didn't want to come off as like, hey, take this money. He also says here, there should be literally no excuses. I've had phone conversations and stuff with this person that were fairly close to me. It's worthless to say it at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse. I won't say or confirm anything about them. It's very particular action or thing I can do. Let me know. Here is, of course, him denying accusations. Except people are pointing out from his own Discord, here's Destiny. I don't think I have many videos of this particular act. This person says it's fine. He said there was this one girl once, she was young and new, blah, 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 blah. And so Destiny shared the video. At least it appears to look like he shared a video. Now the video says it's 0 minutes, so I don't know if that means it was still uploading at the time or what the case is. You know, if his stuff was hacked, if he was sharing it with somebody else and they leaked it, I still think that, you know, he's going to end up being responsible. Here he is admitting to it, allegedly. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what else I can do. I can F off to cover her therapy or something. That said, do you really think so? I have zero problem with that. I thought about it, feels super ultra scummy, or like I'm just trying to buy her off or something like that. What do you think would be the appropriate way of approaching her about that? He also says, yeah, I know. I looked into the obvious reasons just to be sure, but I don't really care that much about the legal side. I mean, it seems like, you know, he obviously feels bad about this, but maybe don't film women without their consent. I mean, it's pretty obvious. This is a very, very stupid thing to do. Very childish thing to do. Also, somebody says, I've personally seen stuff. Kick streamer Jay Stilk elaborates on why this individual has reportedly filed a police report. Well, I think she doesn't mind me sharing this, but she's of the opinion that in a lot of these cases, Destiny looks for any possible attack surface or vulnerability, then he attacks. So I'm not going to publicly post anything. I don't care if people think I'm a liar. I'm just going to the police. I personally have seen stuff and I'm 100% convinced. Yeah, I mean, these videos have been floating around for some amount of time. They're difficult to deny. Obviously, in his statement, he says, I don't know what to do or how to feel exactly. I chatted with Steven privately, which I obviously will not be disclosing. His mod here issued a statement. They're not happy. I wanted to go to Steven's statement. I mean, the Discord leaks, basically, there's no getting out of that. He says, I want to be clear. The leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. I never had any intention. But again, he did share these images, it looks like anyway. I haven't spoken out publicly regarding the situation. I'm actively pursuing criminal and civil litigations on the matters against multiple parties. So I'm guessing he was threatening people for posting this stuff. He's not going to win that. Speaking publicly about these materials brings more attention to them, which harms the people involved. I have been trying to move on from covering, quote, drama as content. Well, how convenient. And it says increasingly negative impact on those in my life. One person involved has expressed thoughts of self-harm in relation to the matter. I did not want to make it worse. This all might be true, okay? But you still recorded these acts, you know, admitted to it, got them leaked, whether directly or indirectly, and now they've gone to the police. So that's what they should do. You know, raising money off of it, unless you go to police, I'm not going to really be in your corner, but as long as they go to the police, we'll have to see how this shakes out. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.